Do you catch yourself checking in with someone after you just got triggered, or going through a negative state of emotion, or even getting validations on whether or not to do X, Y, and Z by someone? And that is why I am here to talk to you today about validating yourself, self-worth, and leveling up. See that other people's opinions affect you and then you're in an emotional negative state and it completely ruins your day, relying on validations from others essentially is saying that you do not trust yourself. You have betrayed yourself. You are saying that you actually have to rely on others in order to have self-worth. Your opinion is at the bottom of the barrel while everyone else's opinion is at the very top. And continuing in this behavior will lead you to eventually losing yourself and your self-worth because you are so occupied on validations from others and never really feeling fulfilled from the addiction of external validation. This is because you have yet to build a safe home within yourself. And what happens when you have this safe space, you have space for creating independence, building a relationship within yourself. You expand your self-love and you have emotional intelligence. As usual, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the timestamps right over here. That way you can go back and forth or go back to it when you need to. Now let's get to the bottom of this, because once you understand where this originated from, you can backtrack from it. See, seeking validation is very common, but it does differ from person to person. Some pick up the validation in the form of family, relationships, career, emotional, romantically, popularity. While it does feel good to receive validation from others, you cannot rely on external love and worth. You can catch yourself getting the mail, getting the likes, getting the popularity, but never really truly feeling fulfilled. And we have seen this even with celebrities. They have it all, but never truly feeling fulfilled because they are looking for external validation. When you are seeking validation, you are in survival mode. It's an illusion that you are creating in your brain. This can lead to an unstable state because anything that an external factor affects you, you are then repeating that negative factor in your brain over and over again. You essentially are repeating that moment to moment in your brain continuously. And this can come from not receiving the validation as a child growing up or as a teen growing up. And I just want you to know that you are worthy enough. Validation starts and ends with you and only you. That's where the inner work comes in. See, the true us, the authentic us, is not the version of us that lashes out. It is not the version of us that gets triggered or the version that seeks validation, seeks approval, seeks permission. It's not the real us. It's all conditioning. That's not who you are. And if you are seeking male validation, you may have attachment issues. The minute that you seek validation from the person that you are in a relationship with, they can't feel you. They can't see you. You are not there for the relationship anymore. For example, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? Because you are no longer there. There is no one to relationship with. That is where you have to master detachment. Why do you need a man to tell you that you are beautiful? You are worthy. You are beautiful. What did you do before you got into the relationship? Why did you stop doing the things that you were doing prior to being in a relationship? If you used to go to the gym, then continue going to the gym. If you had hobbies, continue those hobbies. If you had a specific day where you hung out with your girlfriends or sister or siblings, then continue those days where you hang out with your friends, your siblings, or family members. See, you decide that you are worthy enough and that you do not need to mold yourself to fit into that box that everyone will finally approve of. You need to really sit with yourself and say, what's going on? Where have I been? Who conditioned me? And how can I condition myself out of it? Who said that you need someone else's approval? Today, we do not live in small tribes anymore like we did years and years back, where we had to look for approval, otherwise we would die in our tribe. You can decide that with your consciousness. I can say that I am no longer in that state because I did the inner work. I spent time with myself in building my self-love in solitude. It can be uncomfortable doing this. Take small steps. Do it little by little. And eventually, with time and spending time with yourself, you can upgrade your brain, your consciousness through your decisions. I am worthy just because I am. And I get to do, feel, and create whatever feels good to me. Not because I need external factors, approvals, and attention. You get to do the things that you love, create from a place of freedom and liberation. So what do? Start focusing on yourself and start doing the inner work in bettering yourself, raising your standards, your self-love, your self-worth. In the process, you will build a space of confidence, independence, liberation. You know better than to go back to that old version of yourself. When doing this, you start creating from a liberated space. You have more time for your hobbies, the business that you want to start. You start networking with like-minded people. When those moments come up where someone wants to project their negative energy into you, it doesn't affect you anymore because you are so into reserving your energy on your own passions. It will trigger them, or they'll decide to move on to someone else because now they know they cannot do that with you anymore. This is where affirmations step in. If you find yourself saying the following, you need to start saying the positive of that negative. Once you have built a good foundation of affirmations, you will no longer seek these validations from others because you say these things to yourself while you're driving, while you're getting your makeup done, while you're brushing your teeth, taking a shower, washing the dishes. Throughout your entire day, start with the basics like I am enough, I am worthy. Say it out loud, repeat it in your mind, write it down. Use scripting. If you want to go more in depth and get guidance, then I suggest the reset program. So let's say you were born this morning. That's how you view yourself, right? So let's imagine like this is our first day. Nothing is attached. Many view themselves from the lens of, well, that was my life as a child, or that's how I grew up as a kid, or that's what happened to me when I was a teen, or that's what happened to me in the early years of when I became an adult, and so on and so forth. You need to give yourself grace and your past grace and know that that was the consciousness that that version of yourself had at the time, but you have grown and learned now. Decide that achieving self-validation means recognizing your worth, emotions, and accomplishments without needing constant approval from others. It's about trusting yourself, being kind to yourself, and feeling secure in your own identity. And here's how you can build your self-validation. Recognize and accept your feelings. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. Instead of suppressing your emotions, acknowledge them. I feel sad and that's okay. Understanding that all emotions, even negative ones, are valid and temporary. Refrain from negative self-talk. Challenge your self-doubt by questioning its accuracy. Replace your self-criticism with affirmations. I am enough. I am doing my best. Treat yourself with the same kindness that you would treat your friend. Set and honor your own standards. Define success based on your values, not external opinions. Set personal goals that align what you truly want. Stop comparing your journey with others. Everyone moves at their own pace. Celebrate your small wins. Acknowledge your progress. So if you just got 1,000 followers, be happy that you got those 1,000 followers. Or if you just walked half a mile today, be grateful that you walked half a mile today. Or if you only were able to get 2 water bottles out of 8 water bottles today in your water intake, celebrate those wins. No matter how small, keep a journal of your daily achievements to remind yourself of your growth. Learn to appreciate effort and not just the results. Trust yourself and your decisions. Stop seeking constant reassurance from external factors. Make choices that align with your beliefs and your desires. And if mistakes happen, see them as learning opportunities rather than failures. Developing an emotional intelligence. Learn to soothe yourself in tough times. Don't let that be the reason that you quickly go to someone or call your girlfriend, call your sister, call your sibling, call your mom, call your parent, call your aunt. Try to be able to figure out and soothe yourself, at least in this initial beginning. Some deep breathing, journaling, self-care. Recognize that you do not need external factors or external validations to feel worthy. Surround yourself with people who support you in your growth, but don't define your self-worth. Let go of the need of approval. Accept that not everyone will agree with you or like you, and that is okay. Not Not everyone on the internet is going to like you. Not everyone at work is going to like you. Not everyone at that family function is going to like you, and that is okay. Seek internal fulfillment rather than people pleasing. Focus on doing the things that genuinely make you feel happy. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you struggle instead of judging yourself. Offer encouragement to yourself, like, it's okay, I'll try again. Understand that imperfections make you human and not unworthy. Focus on growth and not perfection. See yourself as a work in progress rather than expecting perfection. Accept that mistakes and setbacks are a part of the learning process. Give yourself permission to evolve without the constant pressure. Build inner confidence. Engage in activities that strengthen your self-esteem. So hobbies, exercise, learning new skills, learning a new language. Spend time alone to understand yourself better. Accept that validations from within is the strongest and the most lasting kind. Your worth is not something that you earn. It's something that you already have. The key is to see it, believe it, and embody it. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you loved this video and learned something new and it helped you out. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be posting so much more content on this, so make sure to check the description box below. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I appreciate you. Bye!